Reality as we know it is the psyop. There's reality that we experience and there's reality that we hear about. And so much of the reality that's been force-fed to us for the entirety of our lives has been nothing more than social engineering and psychological warfare. I think this is hard for people to kind of comprehend, but as the collective consciousness is trying to process all of this information contained within the files, is trying to process what's happening in this country and the world at large, it's important to understand that most of what we know has been a carefully curated narrative that's basically brainwashed all of us into believing we live in a world that we never really lived in. The depravity and the inhumanity detailed in these files is actually nothing new, not to our culture, not to most cultures. When I think of slavery, when I think of Native American genocide, when I think of the things that have been ongoing in this society, living parallel to the psyop of American exceptionalism, it all begins to make sense, that we simply don't know what we don't know. And the human mind thinks in narratives, and we've been given a narrative that's been spoon-fed to us by a ruling class that has transcended generations, it's transcended nations, it's transcended cultures. And when I think really about what we're reading in the files, it's the global deep state. Right, it's one component of what Sarah Kendzior has been talking about for a long time, this kind of transnational global crime syndicate that's been operating behind the scenes. Jeffrey Epstein seems to be a nexus between the technology, politics, finance, all of these different sectors of society that have been shaping world events forever. And so it's important to kind of understand that what's happening is the collective consciousness is being kind of fucked with a little bit, right? That we're seeing through a lot of the distortions and a lot of the illusions that have organized our understanding of reality. So, be easy on yourself, because the individual consciousness, the individual mind is being overloaded. They're flooding the zone with all of this stuff. It's not just the abuse of what's contained within the files, it's the way it's being released. It's this feeling of helplessness, this feeling of a lack of accountability. But one of the distortions that we're cutting through is that these systems of power have been designed to protect the powerful, not hold them accountable. And this is what we're trying to change.